If there were ever a couple that made us believe in happily ever after, it was Tom Brady and Gisele Bündchen. NFL royalty meets supermodel queen, the quarterback with the golden arm and the goddess with legs for days. Together, they looked like they stepped out of a Nicholas Sparks novel, or maybe just a really expensive cologne ad. But after 15 years of marriage, their divorce in 2022 left fans stunned, confused, and whispering, "Wait, what happened?" Let's rewind and decode the rise and fall of this iconic power couple. The touchdowns, the tantrums, and the tears. A blind date sparks a fairy tale, 2006. Picture this: December 2006, mistletoe is hanging, snow is falling, and somewhere in the land of celebrities, mutual friends are playing matchmaker. Gisele, the Brazilian supermodel with a billion-dollar smile, gets set up on a blind date with Tom, the all-American football hero. Cute, right? He calls her. She answers. Sparks fly. In what could easily be the plot of a Hallmark Christmas movie, they were smitten by the time Santa hit the sleigh. By New Year's it was official. Gisele and Tom were a thing. Surprise baby, 2007. Just as things were heating up, life decided to throw them a curveball, and not the kind Tom could catch. In early 2007, news broke that Tom's ex, actress Bridget Moynihan, was 3 months pregnant. Awkward much? Gisele was floored. She admitted later that she seriously considered calling it quits. Do I stay or run for the hills? She wondered. She stayed, and when baby Jack was born that August, Gisele went full-on stepmom mode. She embraced him like her own, called him her bonus child, and even thanked Bridget for bringing Jack into the world. Now that's grace, class, and just a sprinkle of sainthood. Glam, glitz, and yes, 2008 to 2009. Despite the rocky start, love conquered all, and probably a few Met Gala carpets. By 2008, Tom and Gisele were thriving, gracing events with smoldering looks and swoon-worthy PDA. Then came the proposal. Was it romantic? Please, it was next level. Tom pretended Gisele's apartment had flooded, rude but effective. She rushed over to find rose petals, candles, and a quarterback on one knee. Who says guys can't be dramatic? They tied the knot in a low-key California church ceremony in February 2009. Followed by a more tropical I do in Costa Rica. Because of course, why have one wedding when you can have two? Brady Bunch expands, 2009 to 2012. The honeymoon stage, when everything's roses, candlelit dinners, and placenta smoothies. After tying the knot in 2009, Tom and Gisele dove headfirst into family life. That same year, they welcomed their first son, Benjamin Ryan. Born at home, naturally. Not just we stayed in tonight home. We're talking actual home birth, midwives, and all. At first, Tom was like most football dudes, slightly freaked out and very confused about why there was a birthing tub next to the flat screen. But Gisele stood her ground. My body, my birth plan, she declared, and like a true MVP husband, Tom backed her up. Not with a playbook, but with support, snacks, and probably a goop-scented candle or two. Fast forward to 2012 and baby number 2 entered the game. Vivian Lake, their first daughter, with a son, a daughter, and Gisele managing yoga poses while juggling parenting duties. The Bundchen Brady household seemed like a Pinterest board come to life. Morning, Tom throws touchdowns. Afternoon, Gisele leads a toddler meditation circle. Evening, family quinoa bowls and bedtime affirmations. Bliss? Basically. But remember, perfection on Instagram is usually just the highlight reel. Rumblings of Trouble, 2015. But as we all know, even fairy tales have plot twists. And no, not the cool Disney kind. By 2015, tabloids began whispering divorce rumors. Was the Brady Bunch cracking? Tom was knee-deep in Deflategate, getting roasted over football pressure levels. The media had a field day, linking his on-field controversy to off-field drama. Accusations flew. Gisele's leaving him. The headline screamed, he's a cheater. And football's not relationships? Let's be clear. Tom, ever the calm cucumber, denied the rumors. We're in a great place, he insisted. Gisele kept things graceful. Instagram posts, red carpet appearances, and dreamy gazes continued. For now. Anniversary bliss and behind-the-scenes stress, 2019 to 2021. By 2019, they hit the big 1-0, 10 years of marriage. Gisele posted previously unseen wedding photos and wrote a tear-jerking love note to Tom about commitment and gratitude. Cue the collective awe. But behind the filtered photos, the cracks were showing. Tom later revealed that 2018 had been rough. Gisele felt like she was running the household solo while he threw touchdowns and launched side businesses. Not exactly a 50-50 setup. He called it a wake-up call. She called it reality. Tom did step up more at home, giving her credit for putting her career on hold, holding the family together, and supporting his every move. Honestly, Gisele should have gotten a Super Bowl ring for all that unpaid emotional labor. The retirement that wasn't 2022. In early 2022, Tom finally said the words Gisele had probably dreamed of hearing for years. "I'm retiring, not from their marriage, from football." He gushed about his wife's unwavering support. Gisele cheered him on, tweeting, "What a ride, my love." All signs pointed to a relaxing retirement filled with family time, massages, and maybe avocado ice cream. And then he unretired 6 weeks later. Cue the collective groan from Gisele, fans, and probably the family dog. Underwear ads and parenting privilege 2022. Despite the obvious tension, they were still having fun, or at least pretending to. Gisele posted a cheeky Instagram video teasing Tom's Brady brand underwear, asking, "Is that Brady brand?" Internet melts. Tom, meanwhile, opened up about the struggles of raising grounded kids in a world where private jets are just Tuesday. "This isn't normal," he said, referencing their fancy lifestyle. They were trying, really. Family first, unity, teachable moments. But something was off. The ring vanishes and the silence grows. Late 2022. By September, the silence was deafening. No public appearances together, no cute birthday tributes, and eagle-eyed fans noticed no wedding ring on Gisele's finger. Then, in October, it was official. They were divorcing. Just like that, the dream was over. The announcement was respectful and quiet. They asked for privacy. The public wept or angrily Googled, "Who gets custody of the TB12 protein powder?" The calm after the storm. If you expected a dramatic post-split saga filled with tell-all interviews and dramatic walkouts, think again. Tom and Gisele handled their separation like the graceful, media-trained pros they are. Tom said he was focused on family and staying positive. Gisele explained that there was no scandal, just two people who had grown apart. "You can love someone deeply," she said, "but still want different things." And honestly, that's refreshingly real. Co-parenting and moving forward. Since the divorce, both have focused on co-parenting their kids and supporting each other as individuals, not just as exes. They continue to show up for their children, attending events, school functions, and birthdays like mature adults. Imagine that. Tom has officially retired again, and this time it stuck. Gisele is finding her own rhythm, getting back into modeling and environmental activism. She even returned to the runway, looking as fierce as ever, proving the glow up after heartbreak is very real. So why did they really break up? Let's set the record straight. It wasn't about football. Okay, maybe not just about football. Sure, the unretirement didn't help, but ultimately it was about two people with different visions for the future. Gisele wanted a slower life, more family time, and maybe less tackle-happy Sundays. Tom, he still had game left to play, both literally and metaphorically. Love didn't die, it evolved, and they made the hard choice to move forward separately rather than hold each other back. And there you have it, the epic love story of Tom Brady and Gisele Bündchen, from fairy tale beginnings to a very mature, very zen ending. If you enjoyed this dive into celebrity romance, resilience, and a little Brady brand boxer banter, hit that like and subscribe. Until then, stay kind, stay curious, and remember, even the goats go through it. Catch you in the next one.